Okay, so I wanted to make another YouTube video. This is about, Katana. What I wanted to teach is pretty much how to fight with Katana and maybe some game sense that helps people fight with N3 band. So when we talk about beginner Katana, right? It should be mastering the storage of 1.0 and 2.0 and learning how this power and what kind of pressure it creates, right? And what kind of events you can get them to do with those, what does he do with this 1.0, right? It's what does he do and what happens to counteract that, right? And then also, predicting this, getting this to a point, right? That's also part of it. Is trying to understand when you should be pairing and when you should not be pairing. And then intermediate Katana is pretty much pre-judgement of pairing and speed up to a pre-input, but most of the time you'll still be caught and hit, so it's understanding of doing something like that, right? Going around their back. This is kind of intermediate, right? But the problem is here is that you'll still get caught. You don't understand when you'll get caught, when they'll go for your dodge, right? When they catch you dodge. This is intermediate. And then, understanding top Katana is comprehension of, the true pre-input and use it skillfully and use it to get your, 1.0 first. And it's not easy to catch their flaws, right? But the flash, doing your dodge, your long flash, short flash is still, used correctly, but it'll still be affected by the mentality of the game, because it is a mental game. There's ways to get people to do what you want them to do, and put kind of a trap down. And pretty much the highest level of Katana is learning the 3 genres and comprehend them to change the point of your storage, right, of your 1.0 and your charges, and pretty much entering a game of a quick knife, right? Because you have to use all 3 type of genres, and pretty much restraining the other side to a type of genre, and pretty much cope to the ability of changing genres, right? And see the tricks and the traps, right? And keep your mentality stable, right? Because once you lose the mental game, it's kind of, it's hard to bring it back up. So it definitely plays a big part of it, right? So another part to talking about this, right, is like Katana, right? Charging up to 1.0 is divided into 4 points of charge, right? Which is each a quarter of the charge. So it would be about 0, 0.3, 0.5, 0.9, 1.0. That's about what it would be, right? It's not really exact. I think it's like 0.3 to 0.6, and then 0.9, and then 1.0. Okay. And to explain these points a little more, right? The first point is just holding down the mouse until it's at a blue point, right? So it's for anti-blue top, and then top back, and it's after you do 2A, which is 2 left, right? Or after pinch for 3, right? So you can do, right? Or you could do this, right? That's about the timing. You would do this to get their flash, right? Or you would do this to get their flash, right? Or, you know, kind of set that trap that you're turning blue, right? So the second point would be blue top node. So when charge reaches 2 points, it'll be pretty much time to judge whether you're flashing or pinching, or, you know, you try and trap the knife, right? Because when you're at this point, like I said, you're either trying to flash, you're judging whether you're going to blue top their knife, right? Or you're thinking about what I think, or, you know, pinching, right? You're either gonna hold it, catch their knife, or you're gonna flash. Okay. And then the third point is extreme blue top time, right? So you would use this time to deceive the parry, or kind of extreme blue top, right? So you're gonna probably hold longer again, and to prepare for dodging, and, you know, continue this rotation of holding your storage, right? That's kind of the timing for that. Okay, and then 4 points, right? The charging power is you can release it right away, right? So it's the fastest. You can release this really fast, right? You can kind of even pre-input it, if that's even the word. Before you even hear the thing, you can kind of hear the timing lead up to it. So before you even hear the ping, right, you can kind of just release the mouse, and it'll throw at 1.0 exactly. It kind of seems really fast, right? So that's 4 points, right? That we'll call it the 1.0 is 4 points to your charge, right? To enter 4 points is a strong game, right? So it's a kind of a different game than those 1, 2, 3 points, right? And around this moment is they either have to parry, or they have to perfectly dodge it, right, to avoid the pressure of it. And, you know, they can also do a short flash, right? So they could do this, right? Tap dodge it. Short flash is tap dodge, sorry. And it'll be 1.0 will be canceled to catch the dodge too, right? Because at 1.0 they have to perfectly dodge your 1.0, right? So you can predict their dodging your 1.0, you can catch that dodge, right? And then this is pretty much a short video, right? So the next part of this, right, is you have to master the changes and combinations of these points to predict the state of your enemy, right, your opponent, and lock the possible situation and choose the best solution for it, right, the most optimal. And you would do this rather than, you know, on the spot seeing what they're doing, right? Because if you react to what they're doing, the other guy is, if they are good, they're pretty much doing pre-input to prediction to a point and putting you in a spot where they want, and then kind of using that trap to put you in a combo, right? So if you're doing 1.0 and you're waiting for him to see what he's doing, right, if he dodges, he can dodge again and catch you, right? It's kind of he's 2 steps ahead and you're 1 step behind, because you're reacting and he's predicting, right? And pretty much doing this just takes practice. At the highest level of a top katana, right, there's no difference between the strengths and weaknesses, right? It's all pretty much the game of mentality, and the playing styles are extremely important, right? So there could be a really good fast player and really good holding player, right? And if that player is really good at holding, then playing that quick knife is really hard to play against that holding style, right? So because you can't really grab their dodge, they're not doing much dodges, and the dodges they are doing is to kind of trap you into a trap, right? So pretty much the idea of this is don't have too much pressure to be beaten, right? It's kind of like rock paper scissors. Just if you get parried, pick up the katana again and just keep fighting, right? And just try to expose those flaws and counter, right? Don't let your mentality bring you down. Okay, so I hope this video helps out everyone. I'm gonna make another video. I mean, this video is probably really short, so I'll probably post up a bunch of these. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys share it. If you appreciate it, I'll put a Discord down, and feel free to join and ask questions, comment, like if you liked it. Appreciate you guys for watching. See ya.